I had to get the power choke, this little choke made. Got the power choke here, fixing to put it on. I just soldered this to the input transformer, and I'm fixing to solder it right there next to that resistor. Put a little solder down right there. Hopefully it'll sit right there nice and easy while we throw a little solder on it. What do you think? Back it up just a little bit. A little of that right there. Yeah, it flipped out on me. How about that? Some bitch gets hot. That's why they made hemostats. Get it to come back. Back it up a little bit where I want it to sit. Let it cauterize there. And I'm going to take this one. Put me a little dot of a little more solder there. Put that right there just like that. I'm going to roll it around there kind of nice and neat. Set it right up in there somewhere, kind of. Kind of got to sit kind of low in there because that fan lays down there on top of that. It's kind of hard to make it sit in there. So we're going to do it that way right there. I believe I'm going to be happy with that. I get that sumbitch. It's been in the way ever since it started. Get that off of there. A little solder on this right here. See if we can't hold it long enough to tack it right there. Right up against there just like that. You take it. Let gravity do its thing. Yeah, if you can hold it. It's kind of hard to hold all this shit. That burning your damn fingers off. Yeah, I've loosened this. I hadn't got these down the way I want them just yet. We will here in just a second though. Get the old big gun out, throw a little solder to it and hold her down. The old big gun out. Throw a little solder to it and hold her down. Hold her down. Ain't going nowhere now. Make sure I'm still square there. Yeah. I reckon so. Haven't done those back in there yet, have I? We can get that pushed down, soldered. Get the 20s in there. We might get to hear this thing today. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just attach that right there with it. Right in there behind it. That'd be good enough. What do you think? Sit there nice and neat. We'll poke her down there and make her sit there. Make me get that soldering iron out of my hand. Pull it around there. There we go. We'll hit it right there just a little bit. Get these over here where I can get to them. Turn them around. it down there. Got to do the same thing with that one. Put him out here by himself. Get these things where I can get to them nice and easy, quick. They're hard as hell to grab a hold of if you ain't got them stuck somewhere. Put that down. Solder that son of a bitch. Hold her down there until she hardens up. About got this baby. We're about ready. Put this thing in the case. Almost. Got a few more things we got to get done here. Gotta get that pushed down and soldered. Got to put the flybacks on it. There we go. And then we got to put these things on here. We'll start while we got the hot iron in our hand. Get old number 3 up there without knocking the other 2 down. That's a trick sometimes. Before we get to the back side of him. Got to have a little solder on that. She gets dry on me. Yeah, just killed the power wire I had there. So I'll go ahead and get it out of the way for now. Now. It's hot right there. Got them lined up there nice, neat. Get them to the right length, but not matching. Just get them close here. See there, that's why I hate dealing with these things. There we go. Get her all straightened back up there a little bit. Find the right pliers. Get them lined up nice and neat. Kind of like that. Now we'll take the big iron. There's always a little goo on the tip of that son of a gun. It's a nice little puddle right there to hold all them babies down. Nice and neat. Now we're going to let that sit up for a second. We're going to spin around here. We're going to work on this end. Now they can't move on us. There's a good puddle up in there. Get them good, and so they'll hold that solder. Bring the power wire back in there. It fell out while we've tinkered with it. Looky there. Now, probably should have, now that I'm thinking about it. Put the flybacks on there first. See a little goo on that. A little solder just on there. Scratch that off. We'll go ahead and still don't know if I want to put those things on. It's about all I like now. Let's see, what do I like? Oh, I got to run a coax. We got to run the coax. We got to put the preamp on, and we got to run the coax. Preamp on, the coax got to run. It's got to connect right there. Find us a pointer. Find us a pointer of some sort. It's a hook, but anyways, get up here where everybody can see it. I don't know, it's the best way. This tab right here, bottom one, coax hooks to that. And I'm gonna ground it right down here somewhere, bring it right down here and terminate it with another ground, and then pull it out so I got enough of the center conductor sticking out. It's over here somewhere. Since this thing's got a hole in it, we're gonna make our connection. But we're gonna put a capacitor between this, and the coax would touch this, and then a capacitor between the two to the ground there. This will be your input tune right here. Alright. I'm going to get some coax and get it cut to length, and then I'll be back. Well, we're back. Last time I was pausing to get my coax, well, I cut it, and once I got going, I just did it, so I forgot to turn the video back on. Cut my coax length. I'm going to have a variable in this. It's going to hook up to the variable. See where I soldered it on there, my coax. Cut it back, so this is ground. This is the hook right here to the end, just like I was telling you. This last, it'll hook right there. This is going to hook down here on the variable. Hadn't got the variable in the box yet, but I'll get it in there. I think the next thing I need to do is put my preamp, put it on the board here, wherever it's at. I've got a heck of a mess. I hate cutting that coax. That is one pain in the butt. Get it the right length, and without cutting the center conductor and all that good happy horse butter. And I ain't that good at it, but it took me a minute or two, but I got it. We'll throw all that away in a minute. I already got me a piece of tape on the bottom of this. I think I figured out I'm going to put it right in here somewhere. Just from about right in there. Doesn't matter. I got plenty of wire. As long as my little positive wire come around here and hook to him. I was going to run that positive wire back around underneath here. Thinking about it. I don't know if it'll reach around there and catch it. I'll have to put it way back here. I don't know if I want it. Didn't get enough of that little red wire. So I think we'll just let it come out and around, maybe come around underneath the coax. I'd rather have this a little forward here. Get it out of the way, because I got to bring an iron in here and solder the this tab. Got to be soldered to the board here when I spin it around. I need a little room. If I put this back here in the way, then I'm going to pull this up forward just a little bit when I get to that point. So let's go ahead and get this thing on. We'll hook it up, maybe. If I can get that silly thing right there. I don't know why they make every set of tools, these little tools. Sure, one of them's got a red handle. Red handle, red handle, red handle. Look, red handle, red handle, red handle. I mean, good Lord. When you're trying to reach for your tools, well, everything's got a red handle on it. There's a few that doesn't, but it'd be handier if I had some different colored. I'm going to get some shrink tube and I'm going to wrap these handles with different colors one of these days whenever I get around to it. But anyways, here we go. Enough on that little rant. Let's put this, thinking right there is where I'm thinking. Just down past. If we got it going, push it down. Pull the ground up a little bit so I can get it down. Push that down. That tape will hold that thing forever. Got that down, and we'll push this back, and I'll bring this ground over just a little bit. We'll tack that bad boy down right now, right quick. While we're thinking about it, that's the ground of the preamp. Get that little smooth off that tip. I don't like that. Slid on me. right there. Use a little single run here. This won't be that hard to hold down maybe once I get it going. Don't take a whole lot right here anyways. Just so the preamp will get a little groundage. Oh yeah, now we got it going. Swirl it around there good. Bingo. That's done. Bring this around here. Hook that up. That's what I'll do. That right there. Little tend on that dude right there. How I did that. Take that thing, I'm gonna roll it around like that. I'm gonna hook it right there. Hit it with a little iron here. Popped out of there, didn't it? Didn't have good. I need some fresh solder on it anyway. That pulls all that heat when I'm trying to solder that away from all that crap. These little, set that right there and hold it down. Hold it for just a minute. Let it cool. It's on. It's on there. Yeah, let's see. Sometimes I like to twist these right here and roll them around here. The green goes on. The green could almost pass around and hook this away. I don't know how. It might come right up here though. Put them right there. Oh, I do it different ways. It's whatever suits me. We got this gap over here. This is fine. Got about that big a gap, so we can let wires lay over in there. No big deal. What else I got to do here? How do I want to run those wires on that preamp? Alright, well, while I'm tinkering with this, I'll pause it so I ain't got to sit there while I'm trying to make up my mind. Okay, here we are. We're back. Now I figured out how to reroute my wire there. Get these little goos off there. I just ran it around here and I got some of this. That's some heat tape. That stuff is some bad stuff. You can't even hit it with a soldering iron, but I just kind of taped them back there to hold them. Ran the wires to the preamp back. Hooked the blue to the output, green to where the antenna. So the antenna signal comes into the antenna. Comes here, goes through the green to this side of the preamp, through all the goolaga, whatever's in there that makes it work. I don't have a clue. And comes back out to the transmitter. Yeah, they work pretty good, little preamps. But that's where we're at now. We're almost to the point of putting this thing in its enclosure now. We're about ready to set it down in there. Get some of these little smudges off there. It's hard to keep that solder from going everywhere. That flux inside there just splatters everywhere. And try to get some of that off. Just makes it look a little better, neater if it gets some of that off. Scratch it off there. I don't know. We're about ready to fire this thing up. Like I say, this is going to come right over here and hook to that. But I got to get my output. Whatever the output tune's going to be. Got to figure that out. I'm going to put a variable in there first. See where it wants to be. It ought to be around 120, but we'll find out. Might be 130, 140, who knows. But once we get that going, then we got to do my input. This has got a variable, so I got to hook this to the variable and bring it around with our capacitor, input tune capacitor there. So that's where we're at right now. Little 2-pill build today. I got the other one. I did put the pills down on the other one. And you can't really see it. Well, you can't see it. I did go ahead and put the pills down. I still got the little bag of goodies. I got to put all them together here in a little while. We're just kind of working along here. Alright, well, I'm going to break for now. Go get me something to drink. Wish that was a little tighter. I like that good and tight. And we will be back. Alright, I think we're ready. I think we are ready. Wait a minute, we didn't put our flybacks on there. We can do that in here. To put these, feedbacks, not flybacks, they're feedback circuits. Ready to put this thing in here. If we can get it in there, I got my tuner in there. It's just easier to do it while it's out of the stupid box. I don't know, I never tried to put it in there. I'll bend it over out of the way. Now we're going to bring the coax around there. Hold your mouth just right. Bend this out just a tick. So it'll pass. Now I believe she's in there. I believe it's in there. We got one thing. Something feels like it's holding it. Wonder what it could be. I don't know. I'm snagging here maybe. I wonder if it's those wires. There's probably those wires right there that I come around. Should be fine. I figured they would tighten up a little bit. May not. Yeah. Find my screws. Screwdriver. My screwdriver's not magnetic. Okay. Still got to run the power cord in there. Still got to run the power wire to it. Put the variable in it. Don't know. Alrighty. I'm about to get that down. Nice and tight there. Alright. Now I believe that's in there. Nothing touching. These are going to go right there. It's going to come right around here. Get our hemostats. I'll bring this around here to where it goes. And hook it up here in seconds. Pull this forward a little bit. That goes right there. A little better glass on it. It's got to go to that center pin there. Man, them things are so delicate. They are delicate. Put a little solder on it. Already got some on that. I think I've already hit these with a little solder. Yep. All I'm going to do is stick it good. Stick a little bit there. Get stick. Stuck. Over here and stick this one. There we go. That's tough. Bang, bang, bang. Now what I got to do? Oh, wait. Let me pull this out of here. Alright, that's what I did. Let me get some better light over here. Green wire goes out to the SO239, which is the antenna. The blue wire, the one that goes hooks to the SO239. This one right here. Trying to look at my screen over here. Yeah, let's see how I did it. Simple. Now we got to get the variable in there and hook up all these other wires right quick. Turn that on. Now this one right here is the preamp hot. You can see I put a little hook on it, so I just hook it over it. Just hook it over it, hold it with the finger and touch it there just a little bit. It's stuck. Well, easier said than done most of the time. A little solder on that son of a gun. Stick it. It's stuck. This is my modulation light. Not modulation, just whenever it's transmitting. It needs to go in behind the coax right there. Coax comes out. Bring this around down here, I guess. That thing was long enough, wasn't it? We'll hook it in there where it goes. So like that. Pull this out of the way. We'll stick that. Stuck that. Okay. Hook the yellow wire to the transmit light. Hook the red wire right over here. This red wire right here turns on my preamp. This wire right here is turns on the amp itself, and this right here powers the switch. So gonna go right here. I'll hook it just like that. I'll hook it just like that and pull it down. And solder it right there where it's at. See if I can get it a little bit. Solder on it, hold it down there so it's a little hot there. It burns the smoke out of you. Now we got to work this one down in there. That's probably a little too long, but we can probably deal with it. I'd rather it be on this other side. I should have hooked it before I did the other one. That'd be alright. We'll get this around here like that. Hook it like that right there. I'll hook it right there, and then I'll drop it down in there once I get it tight. Once I get it stuck. Hold it there for a second, and I'll just push it down in there once it's stuck. Get these, push this down in there. A little extra wire won't hurt nothing. Now, and I got my LEDs, they're right here. I don't know if anybody can see that or not. This thing does have a zoom. Let me zoom that in. Yeah, well, the camera's up. LED wires are right in there, my grounds. Got to bring them up here and set them right up on top of that, and they'll solder right here to the board somewhere. Nice and neat. Find a little spot for them right there. And that's hooked up pretty much. Now I just got to put my variable in there and hook it up, and the variable is going to have a resistor. It's got to be stuck to the board. Alright, I'll trim that off a little bit. I find them red handled snips. I'll stop that, keep that from getting down in my, get that thing out of there. We don't want that in there, that's for sure. Soldered iron. Stick my LEDs here. So ground on the LEDs, and this would be the ground probably for the fan. Fan to hook up right here on this little bar here. That'll be a hot bar all the way across there. I'll hook the fan to that. Already got my fan and got that done. So what we got to do now is put the variable in there. Let's see. I'm gonna pause so you don't have to watch on me trying to dig that thing out and find it. I got two different types. There's one, but it don't tell me what the ohms are on it. So I'm gonna test it with my little handy dandy tester here if I can figure out how to operate it. If we go to this, like we go to this, that should show me resistance. Yeah, see there, 230 ohms. I got it wide or turned all the way to the counterclockwise, 250. I thought that was a 250 actually. That's what. Now see the resistance now, it's all the way down to 54. That's not a very good, don't seem like it's working very good. Well, they ain't going in there anyway. I got some other ones that I'm gonna use. They look just like these. Maybe because those are touching. It's working a little bit better now, but alright, let's try one of these others I got around. I think they are 100 ohms. Max 100. They feel about the same. I think they're all made in the same shit can factory in China somewhere. Yeah, 32. Let's open it all the way up. Yep, that's 100 ohm. See the ohms going down. It seems like that's working a little better though, doesn't it? That other one, I don't know, it may be a different one. I know I'll give a lot more for it, piece of crap. I'm gonna go with these 100 ohmers. Let's go in there. This is out. Put that back where it goes. Put that back where it goes. All right. So we got our resistor, potentiometer, what are you gonna call it? Uh-oh, I got a little tab on we gotta get rid of. Let's just bend it down. Made for some other application. We don't need that thing on there though. That's in the way, gang. We have to put a washer behind it. Probably wouldn't hurt it a bit. Put a washer behind it now. See, these are hitting right here. Gotta bend them. I gotta put a 100 ohm resistor right there on that one. It's gotta come all the way around and hit the board. Yeah. I think it's gonna be alright right there. Yeah, this one came with a little handy dandy. Half of them don't ever come with that. Alright, I'm gonna get this thing installed now. Okay, we're back. I put the potentiometer in there, the 100 ohm resistor. Hooked it to ground. Hooked up my coax coming into the center pin. This is my signal coming out of the resistor, coming over to there. That's where I'm at now. We're about ready. I got to get some power wires in this thing, so I'm fixing to run some power wires in here.
Old dog, what are you feeding me, old dog?
It never fails. Let me turn that off. I mean, I hadn't heard nobody since the last time I paused, but as soon as I start videoing, here it comes. But anyway, so I'm going to put the power wires in there. Get my input capacitor, my input tuning capacitor hooked up. We're going to put some juice to this thing, see what it does. I think I got everything ready. It's about ready. I don't know. We'll see if it's going to run correctly. Problem is, I got some of these transformers right here. That one and that one. I got them from RF Parts. Okay. You see that 0.57 right there? It's 0.5 microhenries. Okay. And that's with 3 wraps. I don't know if that's going to be enough. And that is, it has 2 wraps, and that's 1.0 microhenries. So, it doesn't seem like that's going to be enough. And then I had some in the same batch, just like these right here. I got this little inductance tester, okay? With 3 wraps, I was getting nearly 4 out of them. Same way with here. More inductance. Especially these. This is a 0.57. I had about 6 or 8 of them in that batch. Bought them all at the same time. Supposed to be type 61. I got some with 3 wraps doing 4 point something. And I got others that are doing 0.57. Got some doing the same. Got some going like, won't go over 1 or 1.3, 1 point something. I can't remember what my other ones were, but they didn't even look the same. Let's see, I got one over here. It doesn't even look the same. These are in the same batch, wrapped up together, bought at the same time. See that? 2 wraps. I got 3.25 microhenries, or whatever that UH is. This is a 1.0, that's a 0.57. Supposed to be the same, so we're going to see. But I got some other transformers to go in. If this thing doesn't tune out right, or it's all nuts and crazy, well, I'm going to have to change those. Just letting you know. Sometimes, you know, things go nuts, and I've gotten, it ain't the first time I've ever gotten some transformers that don't match. anyways, we're going to get the tuning my capacitor in here and get it all hooked up and get the power hooked up. We're going to pause and maybe we'll be ready to tune on this thing a little bit and see what it's going to look like. Oh, I got to put the feedbacks back in it. I'm ready for the feedbacks. I'm going to do that right now. That one there's ready to go in there. It just goes right here just like this. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. I got to get a better camera angle. That one there's there. It's going to go just right there. It's just like you can see where I just stuck it. We'll pull this around over here. Bend on it a little bit, make it look a little better. Pull on it. Now we're going to use a little solder on this and I'll come back and hit the other one. I just tacked it first, kind of like welding. Tack it and then come back and make it pretty. Just like that. I had to hold it in place. Stick this one. How to hold it in place. Oh yeah, look at there. Now where'd I do the other one? I got another one laying here. It is. I hadn't got it trimmed up yet. We'll go ahead and get it ready so you can see what I'm doing here. I think that's good enough. I think that's gonna. Whoops! I gotta watch that. Pieces going everywhere. Turn it around. Go face it the right direction. Straighten it up a little bit. Make her look neat. Yeah, I'm excited to see what it does. I'll be surprised if it works properly, though, with those crazy ass transformers I got. But you never know, maybe just fine. I don't know how to test all that. I wish I'd have put these in here now. It's going to kind of be in the way. Those little blue capacitors are going to be in the way. So what we'll do is we'll stick this side, roll that over. Alright, get this going, heat that up a little bit right there. Now we got her going. Now that'll hold her while I'm reaching her and dick around with it and get it squared away just right the way I want it. That. Find the end of the solder here. Solder's never in the right place, is it? There we go. I'll come back, solder this one here on this end. Layer in there good. Push her down a little bit. Oh yeah, look at there. Oh yeah. Now we got our feedbacks in there. 100 ohm. It's 100 ohm. Maybe that's right. Yeah, it's 100 ohm and a 103. 103 capacitor and 100 ohm hooked in series. Basically is what that is. I really got my doubts with those transformers being so low in inductance, but we'll see. Maybe might be just a ticket. If it don't work, I'll put some different ones in there, ones that I think I know that will work, but I got so many of those when I ordered them. I need to try to use them if I figure out how to make them work. They might just be the thing. Alright, we will.